Hi, welcome to the Beef Up and Go Fitness Show. I'm Larry, the outstanding man, Bobo. I'm your host. I've put together a series of programs, and it's called the SNR60, Stack and Rack 60-Day Challenge. For 30 years, I've worked out and I've tried some of everything. And I have a high metabolism. And because of that, it is so difficult for me to be able to gain weight. But the exercises that I've tried and I've done have proven time and time again, all natural, to help me to gain weight. I'm gonna help you to do the same thing. And today we're gonna go over a few of those exercises. And I wanna talk a little bit about diet too, because working out is 70% diet. A lot of guys go in the gym, they'll work out Monday through Friday, 2 and 3 hours a day. I was there, I did it. And never gain a pound, never see any muscle mass increase. What I want to show you in these different exercises, and I want to talk about diet, is how you can focus in on gaining lean muscle mass. And I want to get your beach body ready. So with that said, we're going to go right into it. I'm going to talk a little bit about diet, some form, and I'm going to show you one of the exercises in the program today. As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, we're going to talk about diet. And each week I'll talk about a diet tip. And this week we're talking about caloric intake. And when you look at having a high metabolism, and if you combine that with taking in the same number of calories every day, even though you work out, let's say you take in 1,000 calories each day, then you're not really going to see an increase in your weight. What you have to be able to do is exceed that caloric intake. So you have to go to 12, 1,500, 2,000 plus calories a day. Then at that point, you'll be able to see a gain in your weight, and more specifically, gain in muscle mass. Now, with that said, let's get right to the exercise. Okay, so today what we have with the exercise is the chest exercise. And it's going to be a pyramid type of exercise. And if you know the shape of a pyramid, and you start at the bottom, as you go to the top, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. The purpose of this exercise is to fatigue the muscle. So we're going to start out with a heavier weight, and as we get into the exercise, we're going to start to drop down, and then we're going to fatigue the muscle as we go. And for each dumbbell set, I'm going to do about 10 reps, but I'm not going to take a break in between. So what I'm going to show you here, what I have lined up. I start out with about 60 to 70% of my max here, and this is about a 70-pound dumbbell. I'm going to do 10 reps with this. And then from there, I'll drop that and I'll go to a 50-pound dumbbell. And I'll do about 10 reps here. And I'll drop that, and then I'll pick up the 40-pound dumbbells. I'll do 10 reps there, and we're not taking a break at all. And then I'll drop that and I'll go to the 30-pound dumbbell, and I won't take a break at all. And then when I'm completely done, that's going to be considered one cycle. And normally when I'm doing this type of exercise, I'll do 2, maybe 3 cycles in addition to other exercises, or in conjunction with other exercises in the gym. And in the Stack and Rack 60-Day Challenge, there's a series of exercises for the chest that are going to benefit you tremendously. So let's go ahead and get started and cut the chatter and get right to it. And we want to remember to keep good form. Make sure that your form is proper. Now, I normally would wear a belt, but obviously because of technical reasons with my microphone, I can't put a belt around my waist. But I'd wear a belt to give me extra added support. Not going to hurt you in the long run, but if you don't keep your form proper, it could end up doing something, and it's not going to be good internally. So make sure you keep good form, and always keep your water next to you, because we didn't talk about water, so I want to make sure a point. I keep water with me at all times when I'm working out. This is a 1-liter bottle right here. And I normally consume 2 to 2.5 of these every time I work out. And what water does, it flushes the lactic acid off the muscle. When you're working out and you've experienced that soreness is from lactic acid building up on the muscle. So that's going to last normally 5 to 7 days. You can reduce that down to about 2, maybe 3 days, 4 days, worst case scenario. If you drink a lot of water, flush it off. And it also helps to flush the toxins out of your body as well. Let's get to it, cut the chatter, let's make this happen. And let's get swole, and let's get beefed up. All right, here we go. And you got to get your mind right, because I'm going to tell you right now, when you do these back to back, it gets grueling after a while. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you want to take your time. 9. Make sure your muscles benefit. 10. You don't want to rush through your exercise, and that's for any exercise you ever do in the gym. You don't want to rush through anything. Now, we're not going to take a breather. We're going to keep going straight into the next set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll set these down and we'll keep going. No break in between. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we'll set these down and keep going with no break. It's the last one in this cycle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. 10. Whew. We want to grab water. Get a quick drink of water. That chest should be burning right now. And that's just one cycle. We want to do 2 to 3 of those just for this exercise. And then you can do that. Yeah. And you can feel good about it too. So look, I want you to come back, join me on the next time, where we're going to talk about, of course, diet and form. And we'll talk about another, next time we're going to focus in on another exercise in that program, in the Stack and Rack 60-day challenge. It's called the tricep cable pullover. And we're going to do a pyramid with that. I'm going to show you how you can get that horseshoe look. You get that head here, large head on the outside and on the inside, so you can flex that too. All right. And again, thanks for joining me here on the Beef Up and Go Fitness Show. I'm Larry, the outstanding man Bobo, your host and creator of the SNR 60-day challenge. We'll see you next time.